as well. So we want to bring in Dan Geltrude. He's the managing director of Geltrude and Company, CPAs and profitability advisors. Dan, thanks for being with us this morning. You are a personal finance guy. So how does all this volatility impact someone's wallet?
Well, right now it's not having a positive impact, that's for sure. Look, we're far from through this crisis, and I think that we're going to continue to see the market be extremely volatile. And, you know, the question that people keep asking is, when is it going to end? Where's the bottom of the market? And the answer is actually simple. When we get past coronavirus, when there is some type of vaccine developed or something that can arrest the spread of the virus, we are going to see the markets, I believe, recover probably quite nicely. But until we get to that point, we have to anticipate that the market is going to continue more than likely on a little bit of a downward trend, maybe more, but we're going to be up and down depending on what the news cycle is putting out there. The market right now is very headline sensitive, but the most important headline that there is out there relates to what is progressing related to this virus.
Right. You know, the president agreeing with what you had said just moments ago about how once this is all over, the economy will resume to where we've seen it, if not be in an even better situation. But in the meantime, Republican senators are unveiling a massive coronavirus bill that includes checks for Americans. So, Dan, do you think this is going to help with the economy? Do you think the Americans will be using this money to put back into the economy, or could it be used for something else?
Well, I can't really predict how people are going to spend that money that receive it, but this is really just a drop in the bucket. The amounts of money that we're talking about, whether it's $1,200, $2,400, $500 for children, I actually think that people are going to take that money more than likely and hold on to it. Right now, cash is king. People are watching their investments going down, potentially losing their jobs. How are they going to pay their bills? So I don't think that that's going to be an economic stimulus. I think what it really comes down to, it's going to be keeping people in survival mode. Okay, maybe this can get us past the next month, but really the answer is we have to get past the virus, the economic impact that this is having, which no one could have possibly predicted a month or two ago, or when we started to get news about this virus out of China at the end of the last year, beginning of this year. It's unprecedented, and it's hard to say where it goes, because how long can we withstand this type of hit to our economy?
I know. A lot of Americans are asking that same question. That's Dan Geltrude. He's the managing director of Geltrude and Company. Dan, thanks so much.
All right, and joining us now is is Dan Geltrude, managing director of Geltrude and Company, CPAs and profitability advisors. Dan, thanks so much for coming on here. News coming in now, tax filing deadline that has been moved now to July 15th. What do you make of that?
Well, it's not completely unexpected. The IRS initially had moved back your time to pay your taxes, but didn't move back the filing date. Now, I think it's a lot less confusing to have the filing date and the date your taxes are due to be at the same time, which is out 90 days to July 15th. But keep this in mind. If you are going to be getting a refund, there's no reason to wait. File your tax return as quickly as you possibly can. The IRS is saying that there are no holdups in terms of processing refunds, so we really want to get that money into people's hands as quickly as possible. So don't delay. And as a CPA, I would actually say get your tax return done. See where you stand. If you're going to owe, well, now you can hold off until July 15th. So I think that's all positive news, Shaun.
Right. Yeah. Again, yeah, if you're getting money, you want to get that coming in. If not, hey, look, good for you. You can wait just a little bit longer. Let's talk a little bit about the stocks really quick. They're up. We're seeing second day here of green if this continues. Dow up about 300 points, I think, fluctuating right around there. How much does the news cycle play a part into this? Because, Dan, while I have you here, yesterday the president had his press conference. He announced to talk a little bit about the therapeutic that could possibly help with COVID-19, and then you saw the stock market kind of play off of that. Is that the case?
The stock market is extremely sensitive to headlines right now. And I would also say the market wants good news. This has been a stock market for, the past decade that wants to go back up. So when we start to hear positive news, whether it's from the president or whether it's from the medical experts, the market is going to react to that. So right now, if things are settling down a little bit, that's a good thing. I can't say for sure that we've actually hit the bottom of the market because there's a lot of uncertainty as to where we're going with this virus. But what is clear is that the federal government, along with all the state governments, are throwing every resource that they possibly have at this virus. And if we could make some medical advancements here, come up with a medicine, a cure, anything that we can come up with is going to have a very positive impact on the market.
All right. That is Dan Geltrude. We ran out of time, but he's the managing director of Geltrude & Company. Thank you very much for coming on. Stay with us. We'll be right back.